Mr. Coburn, there is a draft deal today discussed, a big enthusiasm among some Europeans because they find that there is a way out and there will be Article 50 deal and there will be smooth departure and Great Britain stays always very close to European Union to happiness of everyone.
It's the worst deal ever in history. It's appalling. And no, the British people do not want to be close to the European Union. That's the last thing they did want when they voted for Brexit. We do not want to be close to the European Union. We want to be out of the European Union and have nothing whatsoever to do with it. Have a trading relationship, and that's that. We want nothing to do with the socialism of the European Union or any of the rest of the nonsense. Absolutely not.
So what do you think about the draft deal? Irish border, customs, what are the moments that you would describe as positive? Is there any positive moments in current deal?
I would describe it as high treason. Simple as that. She has betrayed her country. She has betrayed her country. She has betrayed the British people. She has lied to the British people and she has betrayed them. She has let the country down.
Mr. Coburn, but what is the alternative? What about no deal Brexit? Wouldn't be a shock for economists, for people?
No. Most certainly would not be a shock. There's nothing wrong with no deal Brexit. We leave, we keep our money, we don't give any money to the European Union. What's wrong with that? Why should we give them any money? We didn't ask them for a deal to liberate them from after World War II. Why are they asking us for a deal to leave a democratic, or supposedly democratic, organisation that we want to leave? We have the democratic right to do so, and I don't see why they're making it so difficult. Why would we want to have anything to do with a group of people who want to damage our country and damage our economy and degrade our Prime Minister and our government and our Parliament, one of the most ancient in the world? How dare they do that?
Well, I suppose that there was the idea of our Great Britain as negative example that would prevent the others to leave the European Union. It's my personal take, but it's not about my personal vision. Well, what about the jobs? Because many people are concerned that there are a lot of jobs which are both European jobs and British jobs in the European Union. What about these people?
No, I'm concerned about jobs too. More concerned about jobs. Jobs you're going to get by leaving the European Union, by doing deals with the United States of America, with the Asian countries. We want to be involved in vibrant economies, not the sclerotic, dying European Union with a European currency which is about to collapse. The Italian banks are about to go bust. Deutsche Bank's about to go bust. So why, in the name of goodness, would we want to have anything to do with a collapsing economy like the European Union? We want to get as far away from this sinking ship as possible. People, when the ship's going down, don't swim towards the ship, they swim away from it so they don't get sucked down when the ship goes down. And that's what will happen if we carry on like this. So that is why the Conservative Party has absolutely betrayed our country.
Mr. Coburn, but what about these people who work now in the EU? They will lose their jobs.
I work in the EU. I came here with the express intention of making myself unemployed. And my people voted for me to do that. Why should a bunch of overpaid civil servants, why should I worry about them? They've had their money, they've had their fun, they've let the country down. We want out of it. We have no interest whatsoever in being part of this. I'm more interested in jobs for ordinary working people in Britain. I want to see us able to develop trade with the United States, the Far East, South America. I want to get into those vibrant economies, not this deathly mess, the European Union, with Italy going bust, Greece already bust, Germany in trouble, and Spain with unemployment of 50% for young Spaniards. That's a recipe for revolution.
Mr. Coburn, I take your criticism, I understand it, but still there are many of your compatriots who considered Greece, Italy, Spain as a lovely place to spend the third period in their life when they are pensioned and they invested in properties. And what can you tell about these people who wanted to spend pension there and who settled already in Mediterranean countries of the European Union?
Why shouldn't they? They have every right to do so, as many Europeans live in the United Kingdom. They don't call South Kensington, it's known as Saint-Germain-on-Thames. We have loads of French people fleeing the French government and the appalling tax system in France. Why would anybody want to be part of that? Of course they come to us, and we have people living in France. There's no reason why we can't do a deal, a bilateral deal with the French and the Spanish, and why would they want us to leave? Mostly the Brits are the only things that are keeping Spain and France going. Many of these villages in Spain or in France would die without the Brits being there. So of course we've been doing up the houses, doing up the villages, bringing life to regions that are otherwise dying. We're good for these countries. They don't want rid of us. I find some of the senior people in Normandy have already been speaking to the French president about subsidising the Normandy government. They're terrified of what's going to happen when we leave.
Okay, last question about Irish border. Why it's so difficult?
There is no difficulty about the Irish border. The Irish border is there. It is British. It is the European Union have absolutely no right to discuss the Irish frontier. We don't discuss what's happening with Spain and its various areas, as Catalonia and the Basque Country want to leave Spain or France, the Basques leaving France. Why should they interfere with us? They are interfering in something that is forbidden in the treaties. They are not supposed to interfere in the internal structure of those countries. And if that's their way of doing things, why should we have any part of it? And the Irish owe us millions, billions. We gave them money when they were going bust. They are not our friends. We should pull the money back and sink the Irish Republic.